Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. I'm on the main screen right now because this game has an intro, so we're going to go ahead and switch up. Let me make sure this is set properly because of that thing that keeps doing. Good, it's set properly. Okay. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Welcome in, Taneva. Hope I said that right. Oh, for a second I thought they were going to blow up the Earth with that attack. I was like, no. That's not how that works. It is really hard to believe this is a Taito game. All right. Let's see what options we've got. Press start to go into options, I guess. Okay. View change, lock on laser, normal shot. Normal shot, lock on laser, view change. Yeah, who would want C? Actually, no. Never mind. I actually like C. When putting my hand down, I actually like that. It'd be B or C for me. Yeah, let's go with B. Y'all are lucky. You're getting the crop down version. I have the full screen on my end. Immediately got hit by an asteroid. I can't believe this game sells for more than I paid for it. Yeah, I only paid $4 for it, so, you know, any increase in price is gonna be more than I paid for it. Yeah, I'm not expecting to get through this without a bunch of game overs. Partially, I keep thinking it's inverted and it's not. Except it is. It keeps switching on me. This is not a Taito soundtrack. Where's the bounciness? Okay, yeah, nope, no first person view. It's a long first stage. Stage clear. Yay. That was a noise. Just the door popping from temperature changes, but you know. Because we have a metal lined front door. Not like security door, just it's not wood, so it's gonna, as temperature change, it's gonna make popping noises. Is every stage gonna start with an asteroid field? I hope not. This lacks a speed up button, that's annoying. Ow. How many points I have to get an actual life? Yeah, I was trying to see why people don't remember this PS1 game. Alright, that was not game over. Some of these enemies feel annoyingly invincible. It never was going to be. I already know. I knew better going in. Ow. And game over. Oh, I can continue. I think there's only 5 stages of this, so with 3 continues, I might be able to make it. Yes, I see you, cat. Heck, this might actually be one of the worst Taito games. I don't know, I haven't played all of Taito's games. But, you know. Taito, however you say them. Taito. Why are some of these enemies so tanky? Sure, game. Every long play of this game is about 30 minutes long, by the way. This is my first time playing it. I've owned this for at least 8 years. Found it for $4. Always was on. It was one of the games I was like, ooh, long box, because you know, you see PlayStation long box. You don't think about the quality of the game. You just go, ooh, long box. You know, stop and consider why a PlayStation long box game was only $5 or $4 or whatever. It's the most health I've had at this point. Yep, I bounced off the wall. Yeah, I grabbed this game knowing it was not going to be a huge game. Like for today, I mean. Not when I found it. How am I stuck on level 2? Level 2. I know I'll get through eventually. This is absolutely one of those games where it's just like just keep shooting game. Those missiles are the main problem. You can't shoot them down, and they're really hard to avoid because you don't move very quick. And there's no recovery. There's no boost. There's no break. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Oh, I can rotate. Ooh. What? That might actually help with missile dodging, if I'm being honest. I do have the manual. This is complete in box, the copy I own. I just didn't read it. Because it's a PlayStation game. Most PlayStation games you can figure out with 2 seconds. Yeah, I really have no idea. That one was completely dodgeable. That was on me. I ran into the wall. Alright, we're back to the boss with literally 0 health. The fact that there's no recovery either is the real problem. You have to basically be perfect. Or keep moving in circles, I guess. Just keep... I flew into it. Just keep strafing, strafing, strafing. I'm on stage 2. There's, I think, 5. Yep. Take a quick breather. Put down my PS3 controller. Come over here to the manual. Let's take a look and see what the manual has any help for us. Starting up, that's not going to be very useful. Story. Bizarre fluctuation in the very fabric of space has created a dimensional disruption which threatens to dissolve order and leave only chaos. Into this rift steps Totenkloits, a mystic militaristic faction bent on exploiting this dimensional change in hopes of ruling the universe. One by one, the planets neighboring Earth have been conquered by Totenkloits. Now Earth itself is threatened by the savage sect. The planet's last hope lies with one young pilot, the best flyer on the planet has to offer. You have been recruited to fight the unproven prototype Coleopter fighter ship against the entire Totenkloits armada. It's an awesome responsibility demanding a cool head and a blazing determination to succeed. Your battle is about to start. Failure means the end of Earth as we know it. Don't let us down. Return victorious. Okay. So that robot we can't defeat is named Li Wang. Which really makes you question, are these like Japanese or Chinese loving Russians or Germans? Because Totenkloits is somewhere between the two. Boss 2 is Prowler. Boss 3 is Hornus. Boss 4 is Ark. It names all the enemies. Select button, not using game. Yeah, there's nothing in this manual to help. So you know what that means? Let's check GameFAQs. Maybe they have cheats for easy mode or something. Because you never know. There could be some... it's not even listed on GameFAQ. Oh, it would help I spell it correctly, wouldn't it? I typed in Jupiter Strike. Nope. The two cheats we know of are side view and top view. Oh my god. This review's title here. Jupiter Strike, Star Fox 64 mixed with the first time someone made you cry, mommy. Oh, Jesus. Alright, guess we're stuck with it. In this. So just keep strafing, strafing, strafing. Gotta let them know your next move. So keep moving in the same predictable pattern. This game is definitely a 10 out of 10 game, right? There's a reason this is a beloved PS1 shooter that everybody totally remembers. Ah, Jesus. That's the most health we made to the boss with. Can we beat it this time? As long as we've lasted against it so far. But how much health does this damn thing have? Oh god, it's a multi-phase boss too. That's even worse. Who okayed this? Yeah, I honestly don't see how, unless there's some weird extra configuration stuff in each version, each fork. I don't see how that wouldn't be possible. It's like how technically you should be able to copy your PS1 save from a PSP version of a PSP release, so the PS1 game to a PS3 or PS4 even, or PS Vita. Die already. There's no reason for a boss to be this tanky, especially the first boss. I can tell he's almost dead because he's flashing red, but like... Jesus. We did it. We got past stage 2 finally. With one continue left to get through the rest of the stages. Ow. That was rude. It's extra rude that they're spawning in from behind me and hitting me. I know you're better than this, Taito. Fun fact, I actually own quite a few different types of shooters. I'm kind of just not good at it. Enjoy your work and hope you come out feeling better after the shower. Most of the time we do, but you know, every once in a while you just don't feel better. And it's just like, well, I'm clean at least. So far, this stage has been proving to be easier than stage 2. Stage clear. Okay, so I think it's 2 stages per boss, in which case there's at least 8 stages. Possibly 10. Concerning the back of the box spoils, I had to defeat the Jupiter Strike. That's not even in the manual, so... As our stage 2 ends up being the hardest stage in this game, I will be very disappointed. We're in space. How can you give them a ceiling? Let's put a ship above them. So let's just fly up, I guess. Already at the boss of stage 4. Ow. Yeah, that's a boss. Oh, according to the story, I'm Earth's best pilot. If I'm Earth's best pilot, no wonder they're struggling. Last time again. I swear, that's what the solution is. Okay. Oh, it's our last attempt on stage 4 before I have to start the game over. I can say at least this game's more playable than the Pro. Yep. I'm curious if there's any place to have cheats for this, because I'm just curious. There's gotta be a way to do this easier. There are not any cheats. Yay. Other than the side being toppy, which I don't know. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's try it. Nope. Nope. Okay. Didn't work. But I'm somehow doing it wrong, or... I am improving at least. Made it through stage 1 without dying this time. I'm checking something in the manual real quick. Okay, so you are immune to lasers when you're rolling. Only lasers, but still. The problem is the rolling doesn't. I'm following the instructions perfectly on what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to tap one and quickly tap the other, and you're supposed to roll. And you can see it's not consistent. All right. Got him. So definitely improving at the game. If I make it past stage 2 now without dying. Welcome back. I got game over, shocking no one, but I made it all the way back to stage 3 without dying, so that means I'm definitely getting better. That's the way these games work, right? As you make it further and further, and you slowly get better at them, even if you don't feel like it, you are, and even if the games themselves aren't that good. Oh, whoever chose the volume levels for this game chose terrible volume levels, because you cannot hear the music over the action. I thought I was going to die there from running into it. Also, I've learned from the manual, rolling makes you immune to being hit by lasers. But the problem is, the rolling is extremely inconsistent. But you do need it for this boss. It is vital for this boss, which is a problem when, well, instructions say to push one button and then the other immediately. And, well, you can see it. I'm wiggling back and forth, but nothing. Apparently double tapping seems to be the trick. Tap both at the same time twice in a row. Yeah, that's definitely far more consistent. There's one on this boss is done. Ow. Oh, this is hell on my thumb. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick short break so I can stretch my hand because this is starting to hurt. Everybody, stretch, hydrate, do what you need to do. We'll be back in just about 5 minutes. Be right back. All right, I do apologize. I realized I was slightly longer than 5 minutes. Ooh, well, that didn't settle well. I got up to get the mail, and my son went, "Hey, feed me." So I heated up some banana bread with a little bit of butter to satiate for now until I can get an actual meal in. Banana bread. So I can't just shoot down the warship itself. Yeah, I cannot get over how the manual was actually wrong on controls for this game. That's how you know this game came out in the days of people didn't have a full grasp on how video games work yet still. Oh, what's really fun is the manual actually shows Type B for the default controls. Come on. Why aren't you rolling like I'm telling you to? Still not consistent doing that, but it's a lot more consistent than trying what the manual says. Okay, I went through the boss? Sure. What? Alright. Unless I suddenly get really good at this game, I can tell this is going to be a 3-hour stream, minimum. 5-hour at most, but you know. Or else the game stops giving absolute bullshit. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I'm just glad it's not turning out like yesterday, where I did the showcase of Pluro Dice, and turns out the game turns out I can actually beat that entire game in an hour and 40 minutes. For both single player and multiplayer. I think what makes this game feel boring to me, though, when it comes to my attention span, is you cannot hear the music save your life. The sound effects are just too loud. Honestly, I feel like I should turn that down because I feel like I'm picking up on the mic. There we go. Yep. And I smacked my mic just now on accident. Right this time. Let me through already. Yeah, like I can speed up. I should have gained it manually, but alright. We're now either halfway through the game or 40% way through the game. One of the two. Stage 5. We're now in an atmosphere. Is that it? Yep. All right. Stage clear. The fact that I still haven't got an extra life tells me that you might not be able to get extra lives in this. Your continues are your extra lives. I guess this is a game where you get upgraded each stage, so we don't have to worry about you sucking because you lost all your power-ups on a continue. Last time. The car just squealed outside at the exact timing of that thing turning around, so I thought that was in game for a second. All right. One second, I do apologize. There we go. Gun popped. Definitely doing this the second time. Hey. terrible. One second. Just clearing stuff out because I hate seeing notifications on my end. Yep. Smack the mic again. I'm terribly sorry. I think it might actually be hard for me than it is for y'all when I smack the mic because it smacks against the plastic on my headphones. And plastic smacking plastic is very loud in the ear. I legitimately don't know if I can beat this stage. It's taking way more effort than it should. And this boss is really spamming missile hornets. If I game over on this stage, I will call it here. Because honestly, that means I'm not improving on this stage for some reason. I'm being shot at from enemies I cannot see. Nothing makes you go, yeah, this is a good game, like being attacked by things you can't see. I ain't past phase 1. Look, this is one of those games where if I don't beat it, say I'm not going to. I know I try to beat every game I play on stream, but I am not revisiting this if I don't beat it today. I'm gonna be straight up honest. This is not a game that's worth revisiting. It's like Hollow Knight all over again, except at least this I'm not failing because of some arbitrary requirement in the game. I'm failing because I'm just not good. And of course, there are also exceptions to the rule. Period on the whole beat every game on stream, because there are some games you literally cannot beat. Like Columns. Columns, I just play until for every game I play that can't be beat, I just play for 2 hours. There's plenty of time to showcase what the game's like. Look at you, Pyramid. 2 hours is more than enough for Pyramid. I was kind of someone actually likes the terrible game Pyramid. Yeah, I died before I even got to the boss this time. Because this game is both failing to keep my attention proper, because it's not as boring as I thought it was going to be, going by gameplay videos I watched of it. It's not a fun game to watch. But it's also not an exciting game. It's just frustrating in the worst way. You don't feel satisfaction getting better. You just go, yay, I didn't die. You know what's really fun is having thoughts that can sound racist or whatever when they technically are not. They sort of are sometimes. Like, last night I had the thought of, I wonder how many house fires have started from menorah. Which there's only one group of people who use menorahs at all that I'm aware of. And that's the Jewish folks. So it sounds kind of racist. How many Jews are starting house fires? No, I don't mean it that way. Just like, people, accidents happen. Sometimes they put it too close to something. There's a young kid who's on his own for the first time and starts a fire because he didn't realize how flammable something was. You know, things like that. Things happen. Christians start playing house fires with candles on trees. I mean, come on. I don't know. I don't know why I brought that up. This game is really just like starting to get to me. I don't know. Go ahead and cancel me. Go ahead. It's fine. How? Yeah, I think this is the limit of me on this game, is this stage. That boss is just too much. Honestly, at this point, I feel like just beating this game is an achievement of itself. This game doesn't even have an RA set, so imagine someone made a retro achievement set for this. The hardest achievement would be get 1 credit clear. I died right at the start of phase 2. Is that game over? Yep, that's game over. I can't do this game anymore. It's just not good. It's not making me want to continue. It's not a good game. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Jesus. On the other side, I can say I never will feel the need to play this again. Let me see who's live to raid. Move the cables out of my way. And it's been a bit since we raided Thunder Cougar Falcon Scoop, so let's go ahead and raid them. Thank you for stopping by. We will be back tomorrow night with a VOD that will not be saved for a Christmas party with the folks from Off the Beep End and G to the Next Level. We're going to be playing Pico Park and just hanging out and spreading good cheer. And then next week we'll be back with some Christmas themed games because next week's Christmas. But yeah, in the meantime, though, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'll see us here next time. Raid message is going to be... There we go. Jupiter Strikeout raid. But yeah. In the meantime, though, I hope all y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see us here next time. Bye-bye.